Hi, this is Tutor Nick B, and this is lesson 248. Today, the title of the lesson is When to Use Not Back Yet or Not In Yet. Okay, let's take a look at the note. Sometimes students of ESL, remember English as a second language, mistakenly use not back yet when they should be using not in yet. And if you do this, you'll probably cause a lot of confusion to the person who is calling. So let's continue. If someone has not arrived to work yet that day, one should answer that someone is not in yet. If you say not back yet, in this situation, you will confuse the caller. The caller will think that the person was already at work, but may have just temporarily left, to do an errand, maybe do something personal, go to the post office, get some money out, something like that, go to lunch. But even though most people go to lunch at lunchtime, sometimes some people don't. Some people have busier schedules or their lunch gets delayed or whatever. Go to the bathroom. Although go to the bathroom, like if you're the caller, if you're somebody that answered the phone, rather than say not back yet, you'd probably say something like she's away from her desk. That sounds more like maybe somebody's at the bathroom. We don't usually like to say that. That's another thing if you work in an office, somebody calls us, she's in the bathroom. Don't say that. You would probably say she is away from her desk. That maybe the caller will figure it out. Of course, it's possible that maybe she went to another department to do something, but at least you know that she was there. And may call back again soon. Yeah. So here's where the confusion comes in. If you're the person who answered the phone and you say they're not back in, the caller will assume that person was already there that day. And if they and then they hang up, they figure, well, I'll just call back again later. Maybe they call back in another half hour, another hour, and it could cause confusion, and maybe even the person might even start getting a little annoyed or upset. So you want to be clear. You want to make sure that you don't make this mistake. All right, let's continue. If the intended recipient of the call, so the person receiving the call, the recipient of the call, is not going to work that day, the person who answered the phone should say that she is off today. Should be very clear. So this is another situation where you should say not back yet. You should say she's off today. That would be probably the most common way. But here's some other ways you could possibly say it too. They might say she's not coming in today. She took a personal day. She is sick today. She is out today. So any of those others may apply to the situation. All right, let's continue. If the caller knows the person is not in yet, he or she will ask more accurate questions. So there'll be less confusion. For example, well, what time will he or she be in? Or maybe they may even ask, are they coming in today? Are they coming in later in the day? So they may be more accurate, ask more accurate questions. Okay, so let's just take a look at a couple of examples here. Of course, with the X, this is wrong because of the situation. Like, there is some situations where you could say not back yet, and it's correct. But here, it's wrong. She's not back yet, where you should be saying she's not in yet. She didn't arrive yet that day. And, of course, here is an example where you should use not back yet. You could say she went out to lunch and is not back yet. So if she went out to lunch, of course, that means she came to work that day. Maybe she worked the morning, it's lunchtime, she went out to lunch. Maybe she's just not back from lunch yet. So maybe that person will probably figure another hour or another hour and a half, whatever, she'll be back. Okay, anyway, I hope it's clear. I hope you got it. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.